You seem the way. Did you want something? It's a toss-up, which is...
Remember how I said Bludgeon would take Marlena away from you?
Well, yes, I suppose you did.
Then let me remind you. Marlena is leaving to work at the Yen Salon right now.
What prompted this change of mind? And how did you come to hear of it?
Because I arranged the whole thing, bird brain. Did you see Bludgeon leave? He went to make the arrangements with the Yen, and those arrangements have arrived. Marlena's escort is none other than the savior of Nostria.
Yes, I have eyes, you know. So the girl is going to work in the Guillen's parlor, like Bonnie before her.
I didn't ask for the details.
I see. That Viper isn't going to share the particulars. I wonder, whatever does Bludgeon see in her? But Bludgeon's whims are none of my business. Take your girl and go.
Actually, I think she's engaged to be married.
I don't care. I simply wanted to keep Brand in my service. But now he's done with banditry altogether. That's as clear as day.
I thought I would rejoice in regaining my freedom, but all I feel is a deep sadness.
You're one complicated character. What's the matter? Have you taken a liking to Cleaver?
How rude, I'm no common slattern to love the likes of him, but I was expecting my betrothed to rescue me, not some hireling. Yet instead of Brand, and Brand says, you.
Yes, the familiar old tale had a minor revision. What now? Is the story not going to end in a wedding? That would be novel.
I can't abide the sight of that coward, and I don't want his ring anymore. Here, you can have it. Perhaps you can put it to use.
Oh, no. If ever I've seen one.
do we go next?
Damned if I know.
Glad to meet you, friends. Have you been here?
Must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the
Hey,
roads.
heard the new
What a
joke about
mess.
the savior. Just like a knight from a painting. And the savior sees three fools. They must have caught a traitor. You have no idea what we've been through.
No entry. Order of the Royal Council.
I'm so hungry, I'd fight a wolf for
What
a
is
piece
it,
of raw
Goof?
meat.
Didn't you get any bread?
Right you are. I'm starving.
Wait a little. You'll get your handful of soup along with the others.
May as well eat rainwater as that soup. I want bread. Your brother was no help after all. And you promised.
There's only one of me, and I'm needed here. You should go talk to him.
Ha! I have bigger things to worry about.
Yes? How can I help?
For starters, tell me how you're going to feed your unexpected guests. I've heard you have some ideas on the subject.
My brother has a farm over in Rickville. His name's Garrick. He's a proper farmer, hardworking and thrifty. He could help us. I can't make the journey on my own. I'm afraid to travel on the highway. There are bandits everywhere, both around here and over at the old outpost. I can see that murderous brigands don't frighten you. Give a message to my brother. That's all I ask.
That's all? There must be a catch.
Wait. Why go so far out of your way? I have a better idea.
Well, well. Cough it up then. Perhaps I'll like your idea better.
On the journey here, we came to an understanding with a well-respected countryman. His name is Bludgeon. He promised to get us food some days ago. But Bludgeon has yet to send anything, despite living right at the bottom of the hill. If you could have a word with him and find out what's taking so long, I'll reward you. I'll find something, I promise.
What does that mean, Goof? Do you know who he is, at least?
Sure I do. He's a very respectable fella. The whole of Floster Road belongs to him.
That man is a brigand, a thief, and a murderer. He abducted my father and never gave him back. How could you even be on speaking terms with someone like that?
What do you suggest? That we sit here and quietly wait for death? There's not to eat, and nobody gives a damn about us. Bludgeon, on the other hand, offered us a job.
What kind of job? Goof, you need to straighten out that melon you're using for a head.
Don't you fret about it, Mother dear. If my agreement with Bludgeon comes through, everything will be all right.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm so hungry, I'd fight a wolf for a piece of raw meat. One cauldron a day for the whole town.
And here comes the den's master. Bludgeon, we need to talk.
You know me, eh? Well, I know you too. 6 months ago, you were the talk of Marcella. What are you doing here?
Goof sent me. I don't know what's going on between you two, but those refugees need the provisions they were promised.
Out of respect for the inmates of Crucis's celebrated prison, I'll tell you what the matter is with those refugees. I've known Goof and his gang for a long time. He asked my assistance, and we made a deal. I help you, you help me. But Goof hasn't held up his end of the bargain. Therefore, I owe him nothing.
What part of the bargain did Goof renege on?
There's a certain document currently in the possession of Sylvain, the Elder, of the Lumberjacks village downriver. All I need doing is for someone to persuade Sylvain to give it up. Then I'll provide not only a ton of food for Goof and his refugees, but add a little spice in the form of some gold as well. Unfortunately, it seems folks these days don't appreciate the trust I place in them. Maybe someone else could handle it. What do you reckon?
Check your pockets, jackass.
I've taken out Rosso.
But I went to her, and she rejected me alone.
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun. Could we at least leave the bridge and find some shade?
Stay where you are. We want them to see us. Are you heading to Castle Irock? State your name.
I am Katharine, Countess of Rigern.
My master isn't expecting you. Leave with grace.
Wait! Help me! Hey! Where are you going? I'm here. Come quick. Please.
What has upset you so much?
I was robbed. They came from across the river. Those, what are they called? Lumberjacks, that's it. They stole my Daisy, my treasure, my only friend.
Okay. I'm guessing Daisy is a pony?
Daisy's my pig. She's a rare dappled swine. The only one of her kind in 3 days' ride.
The things one stumbles upon on the road. Which lumberjack took her?
The fiend's name is Rochus. I'd seen him skulking around near my house this past week or so. He must have been spying on us. He's the thief. I'll pay in gold. Just bring my Daisy back to me.
Hello. Are you, by any chance, Sylvain? The holder of a certain document belonging to Bludgeon?
Why do you care? What are you, tax collector, investigator, or just Bludgeon's little houseboy?
I have a goal. I need that document to reach my goal. Now, if you've got something to say, say it.
I could see you're not gonna back down. Fine. I'll try to explain. Bludgeon once got into a quarrel with a plowman. He wanted to seize the farmer's land for himself. Over there in the upper fields. He tried to force his way in at first, but Prim intervened. The guard showed up in person and threw those bloodsuckers out.
What does the document have to do with it?
We're getting to that. Bludgeon kidnapped the farmer and forced him to sign over the land. He even found a corrupt louse of a lawman to seal the deal. But the plowman had his wits about him. At the last moment, he ripped the title from old Bludgy's hand and jumped into this river here. He had 4 arrows in his back when we found him. He was past help by then. But we took the land title and hid it. Bludgeon's not getting that title. Rather than chasing lost land deeds, he should look to controlling his appetites.
Are you Rochus? Meller the Miller claims you stole his pig.
Me steal a pig? Ridiculous. He sold me that swine himself. And now he's accusing me of theft? The old man's losing his gourd. You tell him from me to go kiss a dragon's rear. I stole nothing.
The old man is crazy. I can see that for myself. But where is his pig?
How would I know? Mulagi is that pig's keeper now. It ran away. Creator knows where it's roaming. It's not anywhere around the village, though, so... It must have crossed the river over there. We villagers stick close to home. Bludgeon's brutes are all over the place. They'd cut a man's throat for sneezing, and I have hay fever.
Working the land is the hardest toil.
I regret now how I treated you in Brand. I was far too rash. All I think about now is how to get him back.
Whatever do you want with that sad excuse for a man?
I want to be a married woman and earn my father's respect. The respect of others. Who else would take me as a wife now? But Brand is so weak-minded. I've been thinking and thinking why Cleaver would want him. It turns out Brand is almost a mage.
I find that very hard to believe.
Imagine it. The bandit said he could predict the future or some such. It's like a spirit takes over his body and gives him all kinds of hints. It gives me chills just thinking about it. Brand told me himself, but I thought he was talking nonsense. He said he had friends among the mages at the tower.
Maybe he was the subject of some weird experiment. He looks nothing like a disciple, nor a former mage.
Perhaps. And yet, if only it were possible to capture a brave spirit and use it to imbue Brand. He'd make such a good man. I'm sure of it. He mentioned an old mage friend of his, Aliquis. Mages know all about spirits and things.
Who's this now?
Did Sylvain send you? I could see in your eyes that you're after that document.
Suppose I am. What about it?
I overheard your conversation with the head man. He's telling the truth. There's no way you could find it yourself, but I might be able to assist you in this business. For a modest fee, just ask.
Here's your money. Now speak.
Well, this document was very important to some big people, and they wouldn't leave us be. We tried to get rid of it, but we couldn't burn it, tear it, or even smudge it with a dirty fingerprint. It's enchanted for safety. Then Sylvain came up with a brilliant idea. Take a pig, tie the deed to it, and give it to the trolls.
What an imaginative solution. Where did he find trolls?
The trolls came to the area just a couple days ago. They have a camp beyond the river, in the middle of an excavation site or something. They dug it up anyway. One night, Sylvain took a pig and left it there. I happened to be awake at the time. I saw him sneak off like a thief and then come back soaked. The pig's owner, Rochus, knows nothing about it. He just bought the animal, and whoosh, it's gone. It's totally unfair to my mind.
Your head man is nobody's fool.
So if you want the deed, look for it in that camp across the river. That's the whole story.
And who showed those archaeologists the way? Was it Miller?
Who else? They refused to give us jobs. Those jobs weren't digging takes more.
They should have dug up the septic.
It smells like death here. And trolls. No joking. These local trolls are not like the ones back in Rigord. It's odd that the trolls didn't throw it away.
And who showed those arms?
I'm tired of standing here in the blazing sun.
But I went to her. Where do we go next?
I found the deed you were looking for. Shall we talk?
Impressive. You clearly know your business.
Why do you need that bit of parchment so much? It's really quite valuable, isn't it?
Figured it out, eh? Well, good for you. If you want gold for your trouble, you'll have it. Bludgeon is a man of his word. Never fear.
Gold is nice, yes. But what about the refugees? They must be hunting rats for food by now.
Easy. I'll send my men to the refugee camp to take care of their trifling little troubles. Goof will get everything he needs. Come join me up here. Give me the deed and I'll tell you what I need the land for. I think you'll be interested in the details. Anyway, it's not like you have any other options. This is my lair, and you're not walking out of here without my say-so.
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
I can't wait.
Completely on your side.
You made the right choice. This land should be in the hands of someone who knows its true value.
I'm thinking that value isn't in the land itself, but in something underneath it. A lost treasure, perhaps? An ancient energy source?
Long ago, this was the borderland between Marcella and the southern Jukes. So they built a fortress to defend Marcella from the south. It had an entrance to the catacombs. If worst came to worst, the garrison could make a run straight for Marcella.
They left something valuable in the catacombs, right?
Right you are. It holds a cache of weapons and armor and handy magical doodads. It might even contain some of Archmage Nevedes' own creations. Thankfully, everyone forgot about it after the War of Maximus. Centuries have passed, and now these riches have no owner but the man who claims them. With this document, I'm the owner of the land where the entrance to the catacombs can be found. That means everything inside them is now mine by law.
Before I was tempted to sneer at you, but now I envy your happiness. Can I have a look at your treasure?
No problem at all. Stop by Goose Place on your way and give him my best regards. He may be a rascal, but I'm glad he sent you to me.
Where is my weapon?
Vincent is late.
I can't wait.
I've taken on worse.
Where do we go next? Damned if I know. Are you satisfied
Whoa.
now? Now there's a mark if I've ever seen one.
That goof has a... What are you coughing about, Gramps? Goof has provided for you.
Ingrates!
Come on.
Goof, please talk to him. The people are hungry.
This is my camp, and no one here is hungry. Got it?
I can see that Bludgeon made it worth your while. He sends his regards, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, and thanks for your help. We got enough food to last us a good long while.
I can see the brigands love it here. Though I doubt Mercia will be as thrilled.
Don't fret your linens about that. Mercia has no say in anything anymore. I'm in charge now. We combed through our belongings and found something valuable. I'm sure it's worth quite a pile. The sick have been thrown out. The women and brats, too. Now we'll live like kings. The fewer to feed, the better the cheer.
You ain't no village simpleton.
Brigands! In our camp! Is this your doing?
Partly. But nobody is starving now. Bludgeon or the king, at this point, does it really matter who you serve?
Do you understand that you've put us in debt to a brigand leader? We, the best craftsmen in Nostria. What next? Will he send these hapless refugees to ambush travelers? Or arm them with axes and force them to attack merchants?
Who knows? Maybe he'll help you get back what you lost.
Perhaps. But for now, I must leave the camp. These people were relying on my help. What did I get them into? Oh, I should have left earlier. Who knows? Maybe I could have saved her.
Sorry to interrupt, but will you please tell me what you know about that night at the Mage factory?
What difference does it make now? I should have told you immediately. Then maybe our souls wouldn't be in hock to these brigands. I will warn you first. I haven't a clue what happened there. But I know who you should look for. Listen. The guards often let outsiders in for a fee. There were visitors that night, too. Ulogi knows what they were doing there, but it seems there was some kind of explosion. The way to the main gate was blocked. We were attacked by, I don't know, monsters. I never saw anything like them before. It was a massacre. Fortunately, I knew where to run. I managed to save myself and the others.
That's it? Who should I look for next?
Find Titus, a centurion from the Mage factory. I'm sure that blackguard knows far more than I do. I know not who he answers to, nor who paid him. But when everyone bolted for the gates, neither Titus nor his guards were there. He left everyone behind to be torn apart. He knew what was going to happen and fled. It's his fault.
He panicked like all the others. You too ran without looking back.
Yes, I ran. While my wife stayed there in the magic shop. She was on the night shift, you see, while I slept. I left her. Not a day, not an hour has passed that I do not think about her. But while we wandered, all these people needed my help. I couldn't leave them either. But now I'm going back to find her. And no quarantine will keep me away. Mark my words. Look for Titus and his cowardly guards. I have nothing more to tell you.
Hey, you! Have you eaten the bread? Turn out your pockets.
Oh, but I didn't eat the bread. I ate the cheese.
The only free cheese is in mousetraps. Are you a mouse?
Go away. Go away. Death awaits you in the laboratory.
Is that so? Identify yourself, dead man.
My name is Logras. For centuries I have awaited a living human. Someone with the courage to speak to me.
You've stood here for hundreds of years?
Chasing away unwanted visitors. Carrying out the Archmage's will. But you didn't run away. You're talking to me. Now you are a guest. Welcome. I will be your guide. Don't be shy, dear visitor. The enchanted bridge is controlled by the statues. You can do it.
I'm doing pretty well so far. It's really simple. You are standing within the very laboratory where King Maximus's greatest mages once labored. This laboratory has survived the turn of an era. Impressive. What did they study here?
A myriad of subjects. The secrets of the world, the boundaries between the living and the unliving, the arcana of matter and logoi. First and foremost, though, they studied those incredible creatures called chimeras.
Chimeras? I've read about such monsters. Do they roam free?
No. The most dangerous specimens are locked in the astral plane. They cannot escape. I could make you a scroll to summon the beasts from the astral plane, but first you'll have to help me.
Intriguing. What kind of help do you need?
The Archmage stole my heart. He took my freedom from me, as well as my emotions. I've been tied to these catacombs ever since. Living or dead, I cannot leave them. Find the Archmage's bedchambers. The stairs leading to them are to the right behind this door.